Hey everyone, welcome back to my Awakening podcast. Episode 6 today. It's 7 o'clock. Do you know where your God is? All this really is about is that I looked at the clock the other night to see what time it was, and it was 7 o'clock on the dot. I sat there and wondered what it meant, and I stewed on it for some time. Then it came to me. Now, before we get into that, please like, subscribe, favorite, and follow this podcast, and please share it with anyone you know that could possibly benefit from it. So, what did 7 o'clock mean to me? I'm not into numerology or anything like that, so I don't know the numbers game. The thought that I had time to review it was the whole meaning. What time was it really? Was it time for bed? Was it time for a snack? Was it time to work out? Was it time to watch a movie? What time was it? What came to me was that it's time to be with God. It's not like I hadn't been with God during the day, because I usually commune with God a lot. So what did it mean to be with God at that particular moment? To me, it was that I simply needed to see God in everything. The darkness falling upon the sky, the sounds of the hummingbirds trying to get that last drink before they sleep for the night, the creek behind the house babbling, the slight sound of a plane way up in the sky, leaving behind that creative trail, the person I met while walking that day, the driver of that car that stopped in the middle of the road, and they got out of their car to go talk to some friends, leaving their engine on and the doors open. Maybe the stories of the politics of the day, the person cursing at their children for dropping peanuts on the floor. Maybe it was the masks being worn by most folks, or other folks not wearing masks. Yeah, it's kind of like that. See God in everything. I tend to review my day in that sort of way each day before I go to bed, but I also review it almost every moment that I get to experience each day as well, and also when I wake up. There always seems to be a test or some sort of lesson to learn from everything, and at 7 o'clock it seemed like a great time to know where my God was. What I try to do looks kind of like this. I'll say something like, "Hey God, how's it going? Some interesting things happened today to show me how I stayed in my center or how I didn't." Then I go into kind of like simple details of each experience, and I communicate the lessons I believed I received. I may also just ask for some clarity in the meaning behind the test or the lesson. Maybe I wasn't seeing it through God's eyes, and I was just using my human mind to see everything. There are so many times I just throw my arms up in the sky and say, "You know what, I just don't know. Help me see the truth, because I don't know." It takes time to get anywhere with myself sometimes, and things around me can definitely interrupt my routines. But I don't mind, because I've already put it out there. Even if I hadn't expressed it to God in words, God was there through all of it, and when I need to, I get to readdress it some other time. I have no fear of that failing. My faith in my connection with God surpasses the clutter of my human day. So, the next time you look at a clock and see what time it is, ask yourself, do you know where your God is? Then see what happens next. Maybe you'll be pleasantly surprised. Another short podcast, folks. Thank you very much for listening in. I appreciate your time and your energy. I love you, and I am greatly happy that I can provide something like this for you, and that you could help walk me down my journey. God bless you all. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon.